Chief guests, distinguished guests, resource persons, and dear trainees. A very good afternoon to all of you present here. I am Sabira Nisar, research scholar from Division of Forest Products and Utilization, and it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all in the valedictory session of this one-week training program on nursery production of high-value medicinal and aromatic plants, sponsored by MSME Government of India, New Delhi, organized by Division of Forest Products and Utilization, Faculty of Forestry, and coordinated by Dr. Mehraj, Dar, Assistant Professor, Division of FPU. So, on behalf of the organizing division and the entire team, I extend my heartwarm welcome to our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Syed Ahmed, Director of Center of Excellence in Unani Medicine, Pharmacognosy and Phytochemistry, Jamia Hamdard, New Delhi. Our other esteemed guest, Dr. Johar Rafiq, Subject Matter Specialist, KVK Gurez. We are extremely grateful to all of you for graciously accepting our invitation and sparing your valuable time to be with us today. So this one-week training program was meticulously planned with the objective of providing both theoretical knowledge and practical exposure to our trainees. Throughout the week, the sessions were conducted in a very systematic, smooth, and well-coordinated manner, ensuring the maximum outcomes. The training was enriched by expert lectures, practical field-oriented demonstrations, making the program not only informative but also highly engaging. The interactive sessions, coupled with constructive discussions, reflected the genuine interest of all the participants and contributed greatly to the overall success of this training program. So indeed, a program becomes truly successful when it meets the expectations of its participants. So we will be pleased to hear from our trainees about their experience during this one-week training program. So at this point, I would request few trainees to kindly come forward and voluntarily share their experience and feedback related to this one-week training program. सर वो आप ही के पास थी ना मैंने नहीं ली
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Malika Majid, and I am working as a research associate at the Division of Soil and Water Conservation Engineering, College of Agricultural Engineering and Technology. ये जो program conduct किया था by Faculty of Forestry under this MSME initiative, this one-week entrepreneurship development and training program on the nursery production of high-value medicinal and aromatic plants. It was very fruitful and it was very knowledgeable for the participants. I am someone who is from who has a research background, and also I am an agricultural entrepreneur, agri-entrepreneur. So I also have a startup that goes by Zero Soil Tech Farm Private Limited, wherein we provide and also aim to provide the quality planting material of high value medicinal plants. इस ट्रेनिंग में पर्टिकुलरली हमें क्या बताया गया कि मेडिसिनल प्लांट्स का पोटेंशियल ग्लोबली कितना ज़्यादा है, इंडिया में क्या अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ है, इंडिया कैसे पोजीशन कर सकते, एंड बेसिकली हमें एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग डेवलप हो गई कि इंडिया खुद को कैसे पोजीशन कर सकती है इस ग्लोबल मेडिसिनल एमएपी मार्केट में, और हमारे पास कितना ट्रमेंडस पोटेंशियल है. वी कैन इजीली कम्पीट विद चाइना विद अ ह्यूज बायोडाइवर्सिटी. हमारे मेडिसिनल प्लांट्स के कलेक्शन टेक्निक्स, गुड एग्रीकल्चरल एंड कलेक्शन प्रैक्टिसेस के बारे में बताया गया, उनके प्रोपगेशन टेक्निक्स के बारे में बताया गया, नॉर्थ वेस्टर्न हिमालयस पर्टिकुलरली क्या स्पीशीज़ पाई जाती है यहाँ पे, उनके बारे में हमें बताया गया, उनके प्रोडक्शन टेक्निक्स, एंड नॉट इवन दैट हमें वैल्यू एडिशन टेक्निक्स के बारे में भी बताया गया कि आप अपने रादर देन सेलिंग द रॉ मटेरियल्स, आप कैसे एक फिनिश्ड प्रोडक्ट, वैल्यू एडेड प्रोडक्ट बना सकते हैं इसी रॉ मटेरियल से, एंड दैट वे वी कैन इंक्रीज आवर रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम आवर स्टार्टअप्स. इसके अलावा पैकेजिंग के बारे में बताया गया कि आप सस्टेनेबल पैकेजिंग कैसे कर सकते हैं अपने प्रोडक्ट्स की. Pharmaceutical, nutraceuticals and कॉस्मेटिक इंडस्ट्रीज के बारे में हमें बताया गया। फिर इनकी पॉलिसी, हमें गवर्नमेंट से क्या सपोर्ट मिलेगा, पॉलिसीज गवर्निंग इफ़ वी आर डेवलपिंग अ प्रोडक्ट, वैल्यू एडेड प्रोडक्ट फ्रॉम दीज MEPs, हमें किन एजेंसीज को अप्रोच करना है फॉर सर्टिफिकेशन। सो बेसिकली द एक्सपर्ट्स हैव इंक्रीज entrepreneurial विजन कि कितना, मतलब हमें क्या करना है। सो बेसिकली नाउ वी हैव एन आइडिया कि हम how to go about it. हमारे पास, we wanted to work in this sector and that's why probably why we are all in this training program, but now हमें एक direction मिल गई है through this training, and I really am thankful to faculty of forestry for organizing this program, particularly our course coordinator Dr. Mehraj sir, कि आपने इतना comprehensive course module design किया, and now we have an understanding of how to enter into MEP sector. uh, and we are looking forward to more such programs in future. Thank you so much.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Respected dignitaries, course coordinators, and my colleagues who are present here all the week. So first of all, I would start with Allama Iqbal's poetry, which is in Bangidara, which is mentioned about Himalayas. And in that, Allama Iqbal writes, "ए हमाला कोई बाजीगा है तो भी जिसे दस्ते कुदरत ने बनाया है अनासिर के लिए." So if we will see how this Allama Iqbal's poetry is related to this medicinal plant training which we have gone through all the week for 7 days, whose course coordinator was Dr. Mehraj sir. So if we will see the whole medicinal plant scenario of India, that is having almost 8,000 medicinal plant species. But the major part of that chunk is in the northwestern Himalayan regions. Maybe this time we should analyze, we should see that if this was saying that a hamala koi baziga hai to bhi. Baziga means a grand stage in which there would be the reflection of different things which we see, which we get to see. Daste Kudrat ne banaya hai tujhe anasir ke liye. Daste Kudrat means the hands of nature. Means he had crafted you in that way that you have lot of elements in you. So after completing this program, we got to know what those elements are, like a component of that. So the medicinal plant diversity which is present in the Himalayas, and how we would conserve those medicinal plant species which are present here, like more than there are documents in different research papers in which it is written that it is documented that in Himalayan region we have more than 1,000 medicinal plant species, and out of those 1,000 medicinal plant species, if we will see the trade scenario, like the export trade. So we got different lectures here, and in one lecture it was like the 60% of the products which we export, that is in the crude form, and 30% is semi-finished products, and 10% export is of finished products. That means there is a tremendous gap. So if we will see, if we had to what we had to increase, how we will compete with China, like if China is leading the export trade, so how we will lead the export trade. So that means our main focus should be, our primarily the purpose of this training was cultivation and conservation of medicinal plants. But if we will see the trade aspect, like if we are exporting 60% crude herbs, so our focus should be to increase the percentage of the finished products. So that insights we got here. And after that, we spent a day at Faculty of Agriculture, Vadura. There we got practically, we saw like different medicinal plants which are grown there and how they conserve that, like how they manage the nurseries, like if they are going for the poly bags which they use for the cultivation of medicinal plants, in that what is the ratio of different things like which we use there, like how much should be the proportion of different things which we use, like soil, vermicompost and sand, like usually 1:2:1, like sand should be 2%, and other things like sand and soil, that sand and vermicompost, soil and vermicompost, sorry, that should be in the ratio of 1:2:1. So different things we got learned from this, and we visited the practical fields of forest product utilization division. There we saw different medicinal plants in which there was only there was good production of that, and we got to see those poly houses, like carbonated polyhouses. So there was huge potential if we will go for the nursery aspect. In a small patch of land, we can have like big number of those nursery plants which we can rear and which we can later sell in the market. So that was about the cultivation part, and different things like different medicinal plants which were here, like digitalis purpurea, lavandula officinalis, susuria costa, and picorrhiza kutki, and rosemary, pumsalan, and valeriana jatamansi. So, and about this, like what should we if we will go for the cultivation of these medicinal plants, we had to take care of different things like the altitude, like the soil conditions, and different things we had to see. The if we will go for the organic cultivation of these medicinal plants, we had to see different aspects like point and non-point sources of pollution, or we don't use usually fertilizers in that. So we got different things to learn in this program. So it was a fruitful session, and we thank all the resource persons who shared their lectures here, and we also thank Dr. Mehrajuddin who coordinated it in a nice manner. So we got really benefited by this program, and in future we will look for the entrepreneurial purposes, like how these medicinal plants are linked with the other agri-allied sectors. Like if we will see the veterinary and animal husbandry, if we will see the fisheries sector, so how we will utilize these medicinal plants in those fields. So that is the future part of this. So we can develop, like if we are exporting 10% of these medicinal plants, if we will develop the products in those sectors, like in case of, for example, fisheries, I will say I'm from fisheries background, we have rainbow trout. The production of rainbow trout is too much here, like more than 2000 tons of rainbow trout production is in this Kashmir Valley, and Kashmir Valley in India is the leading producer of rainbow trout. So if we will see different diseases in rainbow trout, like that of Aromonas hydrophila, Pseudomonas, Flavobacterium, Vibrio, which cause bacterial infections, and farmers usually use oxytetracycline in that, metaprim, and other synthetic drugs, like some are banned by, like some are FDA approved, some are not. So they use different. If we will go for the organic cultivation, like if we will see the South India, their farmers are getting Shafari certificate, means that Shafari certificate is given to the farmers who are going for the organic culture of fishes. Like if in Kashmir we will see, we are using the synthetic products as well. So medicinal plant sector has a scope. If we will develop those medicines in for the utility of those fisheries sector and animal husbandry sector, we can go for, like we can increase the percentage of this export trade, which is this time at present 10% only. So we really got benefited from this, and we again thank Dr. Mehrajuddin sir who coordinated this program in a nice way throughout the 7 days of this program. We really learned a lot, and we appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Anyone else who would like to share their views, feedback?
Okay, thank you. First of all, सारी तारीफ अल्लाह ताला के लिए जिसने हम सबको मिलाया। तो मैं फैकल्टी का एक पार्ट रहा हूँ, एक स्टूडेंट रहा हूँ, तो जितने भी ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम यहाँ पे हुए, जब उनका रिजल्ट देखा गया तो कोई स्टार नहीं। और इस वाले ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम में एक उम्मीद जग गई है। We are grateful for these wonderful dignitaries, अपने प्रोफेसर साहिबान के लिए और जो दूसरे इंडस्ट्री एक्सपर्ट्स आए। ओके, थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी। और जितने भी बाकी लोग मिले हैं, हर किसी से हमने कुछ सीखा है। मैं हर किसी का तहे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ, और अपने सीनियर स्टूडेंट्स का भी, सीनियर और खुसूसन साइंटिस्ट डॉक्टर जवाहर साहिब का, क्योंकि उन्होंने इस पे फील्ड वर्क किया है। उन्होंने कॉपी में नहीं, उसको फील्ड में बचाया है इस चीज़ को, और उसी चीज़ की ज़रूरत है। ओके, थैंक यू।
Thank you everyone for sharing your valuable feedback. Your response motivated us to further strengthen such capacity building initiatives in future. So before concluding, I would like to place on record our heartfelt gratitude and sincere appreciation to our program coordinator, Dr. Mehraj Dar, whose dedicated efforts and meticulous planning and constant guidance ensure the smooth and successful conduct of this program. I would also like to take the opportunity to thank our entire division of Forest Products and Utilization Faculty of Forestry, our Dean A.H. Mughal resource persons for their support, cooperation, and teamwork, which played a very crucial role in seamless execution of this program. A special word of appreciation to all the trainees for their active participation and enthusiasm throughout the training. So now I would like to invite Dr. Mehrajuddin Dar, our program coordinator, who has been the guiding force behind the successful planning and execution of this program. I request Dr. Mehrajuddin Dar to please kindly address the gathering.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul min lisani yafqahu qawli. Respected invited guest Professor Saeed Ahmed, Director Unani Medicine Jamia Hamdard, esteemed colleagues, dear trainees, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all of you. As we arrive today at a validatory moment for this training program, it gives me an immense satisfaction and deep sense of accomplishment to reflect upon the successful completion of this meaningful advanced training program on nursery production of high-value medicinal and aromatic plants. Over the course of this program, we have witnessed a vibrant learning environment marked by the intellectual engagements, hands-on practical exposure, and purposeful interactions collectively aimed at strengthening the professional competence and nurturing the entrepreneurship mindset throughout the trainings. Among the trainings, at the onset of this, I express my profound gratitude to the Honorable Vice Chancellors, Coach Kashmir, Professor Nazir Ahmed Kanai, Professor Harun Rashid Naik, Director of Planning and Monitoring, Professor H. Mughal, Dean Faculty of Forestry, Professor P. A. Sofi, Head Division of FPU, for their continuous guidance and institutional support and encouragement. It also sincerely acknowledges and cooperation and facilitation extended by sponsoring agency through their timely inputs and support. I place my deep appreciation for the invaluable contributions of the distinguished resource persons, scientists, and subject experts who generously shared their rich academic knowledge, field-based experience, and practical insights with the trainees. Their deliberations not only they enhance the technical understanding, but also inspire the participants to think realistically with a clear focus and field applicability. I equally thankful to the head division of FPU, Professor P. A. Sofi, and heads of other divisions of the Faculty of Forestry for their academic support, coordination, and sustained commitment throughout the program. I would also like to acknowledge the tireless efforts of administrative, technical, and supporting staff who behind the scenes dedication ensured smooth logistics, timely arrangements, and the uninterrupted conduct of all the sessions. Their contributions often unnoticed and indispensable to the success of such programs. A special word of appreciation is due to the trainees whose enthusiasm, discipline, and active participation truly enriched this program. Your interactions and eagerness to learn reflect the relevance and the impact of this training initiative. I am confident that the skills, knowledge, and the perspectives gained during the program will serve as a valuable assets in their professional journeys and enable you to translate the research and technical know-how into the field level applications and sustainable enterprise development. In conclusion, I sincerely hope that this program has contributed to bridging the gap between the research, field applications, and the entrepreneurship, and that it will act as a catalyst for innovation, self-employment, and sustainable development in this sector. As a coordinator of the training program, I place on record my sincere appreciation for the research scholars, Ms. Sabira, Ms. Ikra, and Ms. Suraya Shabir, and non-teaching staff of faculty, and in particular division of FPU for their commitment involvement, and invaluable support for ensuring the successful conduct of this program. With these words, I formally conclude the program and wish all trainees in every success in their future endeavors. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, sir, for your efforts. With this, we came to the successful conclusion of this valedictory session of this 1 week training program. Thank you, everyone, for your presence. Thank you so much. Sir, would you like to say for a few minutes?
So, good afternoon, assalamu alaikum. In fact, we concluded, but still, few words I can say. First of all, I am thankful to Faculty of Forestry and Dr. Mehraj for inviting me to be here in front of you and to express my views. And in fact, I still learned a lot from this program. I have seen many of the sparks among you who can initiate many of the entrepreneurship type programs, or who can do a lot for after gaining a skill from this program and become a good entrepreneur. And in fact, regarding this nursery production for medicinal and aromatic plants, many of our these attendees, trainees have told that they are working for export. So this is not only just for the export. We have a large scope of these medicinal plants which are enriched in Kashmir. Many of them are endangered and very high cost. And those heritage is available with you only. In even India, we do not have much places where these plants are growing. So a large number of plants which are endangered and used in traditional system of medicine are growing in Kashmir. Okay, but quality medicinal plant, quality raw material, unadulterated raw material is still lacking throughout the market. If you are producing those things and filling the gap of only Indian system of medicine for Ayush and Unani system and other systems of medicine, that is still too much. That's big work that you can do. And if you can make yourself a good entrepreneur from this, using just just one medicinal plant, two medicinal plant, if you are going to take and making a quality product, then that is big achievement for even not for you, for the Kashmir and for India as well. Okay, so after all, I congratulate Dr. Mehrajuddin for organizing this wonderful program, in which I have seen many of you have benefited a lot and will have a spark, and hopefully you can develop as an entrepreneur. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. I thank you all once again and all the best for your future. Thank you.